Libros Oshoma, a lawyer and public affairs analyst. Let's move on to other stories now. According to the 2023 Global Organized Crime Index, South Africa is the seventh most criminal country in the world. The report cited incidences of organized crime, cash in transit, arms trade, human and drug trafficking, and human trafficking. Meanwhile, another damning report by Tax Justice South Africa, a new report, exposes South Africa as a global hotspot for organized crime. On the Global Organized Crime Index 2023, South Africa ranks third in Africa for criminality, only after the Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria. According to research by the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, a Geneva-based non-governmental organization, the country is an undeniable criminality outlier within South Africa, tangibly raising the average criminality score for the region. Earlier, William Els, a senior training coordinator at Institute for Security Studies, spoke to us on this development.
Africa, in the 2021 survey, the South Africa ranked number 17 in the world, and now it came up, or 19 in the world, sorry, and it came down to number 7 in the world. And when you look at the crime index, it is measured, it's 193 countries that are being measured, and there you want to be as low as possible to be looking good. So high up in this index as South Africa is, as the DRC, as well as Nigeria, and the number 4 in the row is Kenya. That is very, very worrying for us because those are your commercial hubs of the different regions that are being targeted. So what we see in terms of the indicators that they looked at 15 different criminal markets and 5 actor types, criminal actor types that they looked at.
Let's now bring this conversation home, closer to home, as we're now joined by the publisher, Chief Detective Magazine, Dipo Kehinde. Dipo, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
What factors contribute to Nigeria's ranking on this 2023 Global Organized Crimes Index? I mean, we just said that Nigeria in Africa is number 1 and is number 7 globally. And are there any specific types of organized crime, that Nigeria is prevalent for, according to the index?
It's so obvious, from the conclusions drawn, we can see that the crime index, the indices were derived from a series of observations, and those observations, those parameters, I'm even surprised at the number at which we are now, number 5 coming down, from number 6. It's not far from the truth, but when you look at this, the parameters used, the shades and color of the crimes, talking about terrorism, talking about banditry, talking about kidnappings, drugs, fraud, financial crimes, human trafficking, cultism, armed robberies, proliferation of small arms. You see that Nigeria is actually ranking high if you check recent reports, even over time, not even recent reports, over time, and I think most of these crimes these days are underreported, because if we get the accurate reports, Nigeria will even rank higher, in these crimes that we're talking about, even maritime crimes, And you see the efforts that government is making lately, to combat these crimes. That is a testimony to the existence, of such crimes,
All right.
So
All
we
right.
cannot deny that they exist.
All right.
Look
Interesting.
at the kidnappings in
Yeah.
Zamfara recently, the Zamfara hotspot, a lot is going on there. The youth corps members who were kidnapped and all that stuff, a lot is happening.
All right. Interesting. I must correct myself. I earlier said Nigeria ranked 7. It's actually 6. It was 5 in last year's ranking, and this year 6. Let's just ask you some further questions. How has Nigeria's ranking on this index, changed over the years? In terms of what led to the improvement? Because if you look at what was there last year, being number 5, the 5th most highest country with organized crime, and this year you're 6. Maybe that indicates an improvement. Would you say things are getting better? What does this indicate about the trajectory of organized crime in the country?
Well, improvements. Yes, there are improvements in some quarters, because years back, talking about 2021, 2020, we're talking about this Boko Haram, this insurgency, and it was high up there. You can, even up to today, you cannot travel on Nigerian roads without, when you travel on Nigerian roads, you travel with your heart in your mouth, So you are there, the fear is always there, and it's still there now. Yes, Boko Haram, a lot is being done to, keep the wolf at bay, like more arms have been bought for the army. We had the Tucano jets, that were bought for them, and all this really helped, in bringing that particular kind of crime down. But in the east, in the southeast, we're still having a lot going on, So when orders are given that people should stay at home, people are still staying at home, and we still see lots on social media where people are being, videos being posted of incidents of people being killed, while traveling along the road. So a lot is still happening,
All right.
It's still out there.
Okay,
the monster
Dipo,
is still.
thank you so much for your time and, of course, giving us your expert analysis on the news tonight. Dipo Kehinde is the publisher of the Chief Detective magazine.
Thank you so much. Thank you.